Hello class 7. Today we will do our new topic, that is the causes of the crusades. So these are the causes or motives behind the crusades. So before we do the causes or the motives, we will see what are the crusades and why it started. So when we do this, what are the crusades, we should know the etymological meaning of the word crusade. This word crusade came from the word cross, from the holy cross of the Christians. This word crusades came. So crusade actually means the holy war between the Christians and the Muslims. And this war continued for 200 years, which you have to remember that this continued for 2 centuries, for 200 years. And this is the holy war between the Christians and the Muslims. And this holy war is called as crusades. Now why this holy war started? This holy war or the crusades started mainly for recovering of Palestine. Palestine is the holy land of the Christians, which were occupied by the Muslims. So when the Muslims occupied it, they were not allowing the Christians to enter. So when the Arab Muslim actually occupied Palestine, they were allowing the Christians to go and for their pilgrimage there. But when the Turkish Muslim occupied Palestine, they were not allowing the Christians to enter into Palestine. They were torturing and killing the Christian pilgrims who were trying to go to Palestine. For this reason, we see that mainly the Christians started the holy war to recover or to regain or gain back their holy land, Palestine, which they considered as the birthplace of Jesus Christ. So this is the main reason for which the crusade started. Now we'll see that there are several causes for the crusade. So we have to remember one thing, that it actually started from 1095. In 1096, the crusades actually began. The first crusade started from 1096. But the call for the first crusade was given in 1095. So we now know clearly that why the crusade started, mainly to recover the holy land, Palestine. Now we will straight away come to the causes or the motives of different section of people for participating in the crusades. There we'll see that the Christians have the main motive. The main motive of the Christian was to recover Palestine. Palestine, they considered as the birthplace of Jesus Christ, and this was their holy land. They used to go to pilgrimage in Palestine, so the Christians wanted to recover Palestine, and that was the main motive of the Christian people. Next we see that the Pope. Pope is the head of the Christian world or head of the Christendom. The Pope also had his own motive, and the Pope wanted to gain more power. That was the main reason why the Pope gave the call for the crusades. There we see that the Pope wanted to gain more and more power, and he wanted to control the Christians of the eastern part as well. So the Pope gave the call to the crusades. Next we see that the common Christians, they were told by the Pope, the common Christians joined the crusades mainly because they were told by the Pope that if they join the crusade, then they can reach heaven. And those who will not fight for their holy land, they will go to hell. So in fear of this, they wanted to go to heaven, they believed in this, and they joined the crusade so that they can go to heaven. So common Christians joined the crusade so that they can go to heaven. This was the main motive of the common Christian. The nobles and knights also participated. Nobles and knights had other motives. The nobles and knights are participating in this war, in this holy war crusades, because they wanted to gain more and more wealth and more land. So they were joining the crusades in greed of more wealth. The nobles joined, the knights joined, because they thought if they fight in this war, they can go to far off land and they can gain more and more wealth. Now what we see is that these knights, the kings were also there. Kings also encouraged the knights and the nobles to go for crusades. Now why the king encouraged or allowed the knights to go? Because what happened that in king's land, this part is very important, listen carefully. In the king's land, some nobles were rebellious, some knights were rebellious. King got the information that these knights can turn against the king. So these troublesome knights were allowed to go to crusade. The king actually sent them. The king sent the troublesome knights to the crusades and the troublesome nobles to the crusades, because the king knew that these nobles and knights were trying to become more powerful than the king. So when the king got this information that some knights are trying to plan anything or plotting anything against the king, then the king himself allowed some of the knights to go away from his land and go to the crusades. The knights and the nobles also went because they were power hungry, they were greedy for wealth and land. So they thought they can gain more and more wealth and they can gain more and more land. For this they joined the crusades. So this part I hope it is clear that why the kings are allowing, because some knights were troublesome. Troublesome means against the king. They were planning trouble for the king. They were plotting against the king. And when the king got this information, king did not fight with them. The king just sent them for crusade. So this was another motive of the kings for sending the knights and the nobles for crusade. So this was another factor. And also we see that the trade, the Venetian merchants or the merchants of Italy had other motive. The Venetian merchants or the merchants of Italy wanted to gain control over the trade route which the Turks are trading. So these traders of Italy, the Venetian merchants or the Venetian traders, wanted to gain control over the trade routes and wanted to become the supreme merchant. For this reason, they also took part in the crusades. Last but not the least is the role of the Tsar. Tsar is very important. Now here what happened, the Pope made a new rule and promised that whoever, if the Tsar take part in the crusade, then the Tsar will become free man. They will not be a bonded labor anymore. So the Tsars who were tortured very much by their nobles, the Tsars who were tortured very much by their lord, they thought that they can become a free person if they join the crusade. So the Tsars also took this opportunity and joined in the crusade, mainly to become a free man. So these are the motive of different section of people who took part in the crusades. Remember this, the Christians mainly participated all over the world. The Christians took part in this crusade mainly for recovering their holy land Palestine. The Pope wanted to gain more power. The common Christians joined because they wanted to go to heaven, as the Pope said that if they join crusade they can go to heaven. Then we see the nobles and the knights joined the crusade in greed of wealth and in greed of more land. Then we have the Venetian merchants who wanted to gain supreme control over the trade routes, so they joined the crusades. The Tsars wanted to become a free man, so they joined the crusades. So these are the main causes for the crusades. And another thing that you have to remember is the kings. The kings are allowing the knights and the noble to go for crusades. Why? Because some knights and some nobles were troublesome. They were planning and plotting something against the king. For this reason, the king is sending them for crusade. I hope this is clear. In next class, we will do with our next topic. Thank you.